Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Christian Esguera and welcome po sa ating special Facts First episode ngayong araw, ngayong gabi. Ngayon po ay June 10, 2025. The morning after. Actually, we're recording this episode ngayong umaga, exactly 10 in the morning. And we have a very important topic to discuss dahil kagabi po, nag-oath na po si Senate President Francis Escudero bilang presiding officer ng impeachment court na didinig po dito sa impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. And of course, nakatakda rin po yung oath-taking ng mga senador bilang mga impeachment judges. And nakatakda po sa June 11, that's tomorrow, Wednesday, yun pong pagbasa ng mga charges o yung articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte. Marami po tayong katanungan pa rin sa kabila nito nangyaring proseso kahapon dyan po sa Senado. And for this particular episode, minabuti po nating makapanayam at mapakinggan. Siya po yung mismong miakda ng Article 11 ng ating 1987 Constitution. Ito po yung article kung saan nakalatag po yung tinatawag na accountability of public officials. At nandun po yung issue ng proseso pagdating po rito sa impeachment. Dahil alam po natin matagal ng debate ito. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng forthwith? Kahit merong maliwanag na dictionary or denotative meaning ito, as far as certain politicians are concerned, especially in the case of Senate President Chis Escudero, hindi naman daw po ito immediately. So let's hear it straight from the former justice at siya po mismong nag-draft nitong provision na ito ng ating Constitution. I'd like to welcome to our program for the first time si retired Justice Adolfo Ascuna. Magandang araw po, magandang gabi sa inyo and thank you for joining us dito po sa Facts First.
Yung nangyari ngayon, there has been a delay but it's reasonable. So maaari pong patuloy yung proseso ng Senado by convening as an impeachment court and reading the articles and serving it on the respondent tomorrow.
Okay. Kasi dun sa debate regarding forthwith, no, nadinig ko po yung mga sinabi ni Senate President Escudero. Kahapon sa press ko niyan, sabi niya, forthwith is elastic. It may be modified by circumstance. Tama po ba iyan?
Tama po. While ordinarily it means without delay. Sometimes we can justify the delay as long as it's still possible to hold a fair trial. If the delay causes something that makes it impossible to give respondent a fair trial, then that's when it will be damaging to the proceedings.
Opo.
Yes.
Nung dinadraft niyo po ba itong Article 6, in particular yung paragraph 4, yung binabanggit po ninyo, ano po ba yung, ito basahin ko para sa viewers natin, no? In case of the verified complaint or resolution of impeachment is filed, in case the verified complaint or resolution of impeachment is filed by at least 1/3 of all members of the House, the same shall constitute the articles of impeachment and trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. When you said, nung dinaraft nyo po ito, ano yung ini-envision ninyong magiging proseso?
Ang nasa isip namin dyan is that as a result of a special procedure itong paragraph 4 kasi Senado sa Kongreso mismo nanggaling yung complaint. Unlike with the ordinary one where a complaint is referred to the committee and then is voted upon, then it goes through another process where it's transmitted to the Senate. The vote is recorded by each individual representative. But under subsection 4, where the resolution of impeachment is done directly by the House, the articles of impeachment will be the resolution itself. And what happens after they have approved the resolution is that the articles are immediately considered as transmitted to the Senate and trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. Yan po na applies only to the situation in paragraph of paragraph 4, which happens here. Ito po nangyari dito eh. So, dapat without delay. But the delay can be reasonable, pwede lang, as long as a fair trial is still possible.
Okay. Etong delay po ng more than 4 months, uh,
Opo.
why did you say that this was reasonable?
Delay was
Hello, sir.
caused by accommodate the elections and those running for the elections, legislative matters. And then the delay, although 4 months, did not result in depriving the respondent of a possibility of fair trial. Witnesses have not been lost, evidence have not disappeared. So fair trial is still possible, and the delay, although there was delay, is to me reasonable.
Okay. Dun po sa nakasulat na trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed, what would constitute compliance doon sa katagang iyon na trial shall forthwith proceed? When you say trial, kasi may mga nagtatanong po, ano ba ibig sabihin mismo ng trial?
The trial proper is the reception of evidence, but there are preliminary steps before you can do that. You have to read the articles, serve it on the respondent, and these are uh, these are preliminary steps to trial. So kasama din yan sa proseso. So when we say trial by the Senate shall proceed, ibig sabihin na no further action by the House is needed. The
Okay.
matter is now left to the Senate to take up.
Okay. Dito sa pag-comply dito sa trial shall forthwith proceed, yung compliance po ba nagsimula dun sa pag-oath ni Senator Chis Escudero bilang presiding officer?
Technically, under this paragraph, it is the adoption by the House by a one-third vote of the resolution of impeachment that started the articles of impeachment to be in being, no, to be within the proper scope of the Senate to try. So doon pa lang, pwede mo na sabihin na nagkaroon na ng start of the proseso towards the trial of the articles. Ngayon, yung ginawa ni Senate President Escudero took his oath. That is already the start of the more formal part of the preparation for the trial, which followed by the oath taking of the other senators and constitutes the impeachment court. And then when they meet uh, formally tomorrow, that is a convening of the impeachment court. All this is covered by the words shall forthwith proceed to trial.
Okay. With what happened last night po, yung oath taking ni Senator Chis, with what happened sa Senate po kagabi, would that mean that the
Yes,
Senate,
kasama po yan
uh,
sa
opo,
steps
pero,
towards
opo,
the
opo.
trial.
Pero does
So,
it mean that the Senate has already acquired jurisdiction over the impeachment complaint?
to me, hindi pa complete. It is complete when the Senate impeachment, as an impeachment court, receives the complaint and serves it on the respondent. That will be the complete triggering of the jurisdiction of the Senate as an impeachment court over the articles.
Okay. Kasi kaya ako po tinatanong kung kailan mag-acquire ng jurisdiction dito yung Senate technically. Dahil kagabi po, isa sa mga pinagdebatihan ay may pagkakaiba ba yung oath-taking ng Senate President at saka ng mga senator judges doon sa actual convening of the impeachment court. What do you think?
Iba po yun. Ito ay constituting pa lamang. When they meet tomorrow when the Senate President, as presiding officer of the impeachment court, convenes the court. That's the time that they are properly convened as a court. Right now, they are constituted but not yet convened.
Okay.
Yes.
Doon po sa mga nagtatanong, pwede po bang tumawid itong impeachment trial from the 19th Congress to the 20th Congress? Pwede po ba?
Yes. Palagay ko pwede dahil nakalagay nga sa ligang batas na the moment the articles are constituted, uh, the trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. From the word proceed, it means that it should be started, continued, and finished. Therefore, if it's not finished in the 19th Congress, it will have to be continued. It will have to cross over to the 20th Congress so that it will be finished. Otherwise, the word proceed will not be fulfilled because to proceed means to start, to continue, and to finish.
Okay. What if dito po sa current 19 Congress natin, na-constitute yung impeachment court because of the oath-taking, pero hindi po siya na-convene? Would that provide any
Opo.
complication when it comes to crossing over to the next Congress?
Right now, yes, because the jurisdiction has not yet effectively attached. And when that happens, the 20th Congress, the Senate there, will not have jurisdiction over the articles, in my view. And there's a need to refile the articles. And refiling within 1 year is prohibited by the Constitution. So it is important that the jurisdiction be effectively triggered in the 19th Congress.
Okay. When you say refile, kasi nga po, no, sa mga viewers natin, bawal po yung within 1 year na mag-file ng paulit-ulit na impeachment complaint against an impeachable officer. Pero kung sakaling articles of impeachment, pinirmahan lang uli po ng mga miyembro ng 20th Congress sa House of Representatives at tinransmit sa sa Senado po, would that be okay?
Kailangan yung articles babasahin sa 19th Congress, sa Senado ng 19th Congress. Kung hindi pa nabasa doon at babasahin na lamang sa 20th Congress, Senator of the Senate of the 20th Congress, baka hindi pwede. That will be within the prohibition of refiling within 1 year an impeachment complaint. So dapat dito sa 19th Congress, babasahin na sa Senado yung articles na yan. At gagawin naman yan bukas sa
Okay.
palagay ko.
Pero kung sakaling hindi mangyari po yung pagbasa ng articles of impeachment, so walang matitrigger na trial.
Wala. There will be a defect in the process.
Okay. Paano po, Justice, kunwari, hindi nagkaroon ng quorum yung Senado dito sa pagbasa ng articles of impeachment? How could that complicate matters?
Again, it will not be considered a valid reading since the impeachment court lacks a quorum. Although quorum is presumed, someone has to raise absence of quorum. If there's no one who questions it, quorum is always presumed.
Opo. Kasi iniisip ko lang po yung mga agam-agam ng iba na mga pwedeng mangyaring pag-iwas para
Mangyari.
magkaroon po ng
Opo.
na magkaroon ng trial. So example po, may mga senador na kahit nag-oath pero hindi po umattend ng reading ng articles of impeachment. Sabi niyo magkakaroon ng defect, no? Pero pwede bang habulin yung mga senador na yon for not doing their job as impeachment judges just in case?
That is up to the presiding officer. He can take measures to make sure that they attend the hearing. But I don't think so that will happen. Our senators are responsible enough. They took their oath. They are going to attend those first day of convening.
Mm. Pero dun sa ano,
Yes.
pero kung sakali meron po bang ano, parang idea na pwedeng sabotahihin din to ng ibang senador pag nagta-trial na mismo, kunwari hindi umattend, magkaroon ng questions regarding quorum, how can that complicate the process again?
Well, as I said, if there's no quorum, and it is raised, they will have to adjourn until the quorum is obtained. But jurisdiction is already there.
Okay.
So if they cannot finish it within the 19th Congress, it can be continued in the next Congress.
Mm. What do you think naman po
Yes.
about this may dalawa kasing isinulong na proposals eh. Although unofficial naman, napag-usapan lang po. Yung una galing kay Senator Francis Escudero na pag hindi raw po natapos by June 30, yung impeachment trial, dapat daw makonsider itong functionally dismissed. Tama po ba iyon?
Hindi ako sang-ayon doon na i-dismiss nila dahil obligasyon nila na to proceed, meaning to start, continue, and finish. It is their duty to try and decide an impeachment case. Hindi po what do you call this, discretionary on their part. That is a duty, a sovereign duty, solemn duty for the Senate to fulfill. And they cannot shirk that duty by dismissing the articles without trying it on the excuse that there's no more time because it can be carried over to the next Congress.
Mm. Kasi ganun din po yung isang draft resolution na inamin po ni Senator Bato na galing sa kanyang opisina at ang sinasabi naman po doon ay de facto dismissal dahil daw masyado na matagal yung proseso, naagrabyado na yung yung dapat masasakdal dahil hindi mabilis yung proseso. Yung option na yon, yung de facto dismissal naman, is that the same thing? It's not an option for the senators.
That is an option, of course. They can always uh, say that the matter has been functionally disabled by the delay. But that is not factual. That's the problem. That is not factual. In fact, the delay has not caused uh, the matter to be untriable. No, it can still be tried. So I don't think that should be adopted. If it is adopted, I think it can be reversed either by the 20th Congress, the Senate of the 28th Congress, or by the Supreme Court.
Mm. Yun pong yung role ng Supreme Court. Syempre, of course, alam po natin na yung pagtatry ng impeachment cases sole responsibility po ng mga senador. Pero at what point po or in what circumstances can the Supreme Court step in?
Okay, the Supreme Court can step in if they dismiss the case without trying it. For instance, they adopt the Bato resolution without proceeding to trial. Then someone can question that in the Supreme Court and ask that the Senate be compelled to proceed to trial in accordance with the Constitution. So that's
Mm.
one possibility where Supreme Court can be asked to intervene if
Mm.
they dismiss it without trial after effectively acquiring jurisdiction. Because you
What
cannot
if
dismiss something that has not been accepted.
okay. What if the Senate does not follow that? Kunwari yan ang sinabi ng Supreme Court. What can happen po?
The Senate does not.
Does not try the case. Kunwari, we're just talking of the possibilities
Yes,
and the procedures.
yes, yes. It depends on the reason why are they not trying the case. So again, it's their obligation to try the case. Why are they not trying the case? Depends on the reason. No? Supposing the prosecution uh, refuses to present evidence, or one reason or another, uh, the there's some obstruction in the presentation, then it depends whether or not the obstruction is valid. So we cannot foresee every circumstance, but as long as the matter can be tried in accordance with the rules, because they're the rules naman, uh, then there's no reason not to continue with the trial. The main overarching principle is shall proceed forthwith, no? Shall forthwith proceed to trial by the Senate. Shall forthwith proceed. Shall is not discretionary. Proceed, con- start, continue, and finish. Forthwith, without unreasonable delay. Yun po ang parameters of the tasks of the Senate under the Constitution, under Article 11 of the Constitution.
Okay. Yun namang yung plenary powers po ng Senado, can that controvert or sa tao dito um, go against those constitutional provisions po? Kunwari, pagbotohan nila, wag na tayo mag-trial.
The powers of the Senate on legislation will not be an obstacle, because this is not an exercise of legislative power. It is an exercise of constituent power. Kaya po, hiwalay ang treatment dito. Separate article from Article 6 sa Article 11, because it's a constituent power. A constituent power is a power especially granted by the Constitution to a particular organ or body with the task of exercising a sovereign act. That therefore this act of trying and deciding an impeachment article is an act of sovereignty assigned specially by the Constitution to the Senate, and therefore it is a solemn and sacred duty, cannot be shirked.
Okay. Tapos yung pong ito rin nadinig ko may nagtatanong kanina.
Excuse me.
Kanina pinaliwanag niya yung yung parameters, no? Especially dun sa forthwith proceed. May mga nakikita po ako nagtatanong online. Bakit daw po hindi niyo pa ginamit yung siguro mas understandable na salita na immediately instead of forthwith?
Hindi po, dahil kung immediate, medyo sagad, walang leeway. Whereas forthwith allows reasonable delay.
Okay. Sige
so, yes.
Finally, sir, siguro para din sa sa tawag dito, for the enlightenment of our people, paki-explain nga po muli yung yung overriding underlying principles behind Article 11 of our Constitution when it comes to accountability of public officials. Bakit napaka-importante po nitong prinsipyo at mekanismong ito sa ating konstitusyon?
Opo, this is the thematic section which says that public office is a public trust, and public officers and employees shall at all times be accountable to the people. And therefore, this part of the accountability mechanism embedded in the Constitution. And the Senate is obliged to fulfill its role in assuring that accountability is observed in our governance. Kaya po, hindi po pwedeng pagliliban ito, hindi pwedeng i-dismiss yung articles, kailangan i-try yung article na yan must be tried and decided by the Senate. Yan po ang uh, kailangan gagawin ng Senado.
Okay, so mga viewers natin, napakaliwanag po ng paliwanag ni Justice Ascuna. Sir, maraming salamat po and nice to have you here sa
Salamat
Fox
din po.
First po for the first time. So uulitin po, sir. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Dan.
Yan po si retired Justice Adolfo Ascuna. Nakausap po natin. No? Sana mas lumiwanag po yung ating kwentuhan o yung pag-unawa dito po sa sa issue ng impeachment trial. Okay, yan na po muna. Meron po tayong mga susunod na episodes. And ako po si Christian Esguerra. Magandang araw po, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. See you in our next episode.